We've got Al Pacino and Carlito's Way, the only picture Brando directed, Johnny Depp in Pink Angora, Spike Lee's most luscious film, Peckinpah's Last, Joan Crawford's Best, Cagney's most psychotic, the worst movie of the 1980s, the best Western ever made, eccentric, dangerous movies, nothing prim and proper. What else but the new season of Moviedrome from Edinburgh this year, the city of Jekyll and Hyde. Bronx-born writer Richard Price published his first novel, The Wanderers, aged 24. Its success led him to write The Color of Money and Life Lessons for Scorsese, as well as the Al Pacino film Sea of Love. In 1994, after 2 years' research, Price published his fifth and hugely successful novel, Clockers, about crack cocaine pushers who work around the clock in the New York projects.
Come on, yo, that shit, man. It got to be about business. And go, you ain't even supposed to be over here. Like, get your ass over there. You know you're supposed to be on the lookout.
His main character was a 19-year-old dealer called Strike. Price had Strike suffer by giving him a stomach ulcer. He had him dream of escaping by making him obsessed by trains. And he intercut this with equally vivid scenes of his antagonist, a detective played by Harvey Keitel in the film.
You clocking?
Nah.
How long you been clocking?
What is you, deaf? I don't hustle.
Now look, here's my card. You hear anything, boom, pick up the phone. Boom. Good. Let me see you around, Ronnie.
We're about to see what Spike Lee made of Price's story. Lee's previous film, Malcolm X, had done badly at the box office, but that didn't stop him being a major spokesman for Black America. Since 1980, with films like Do the Right Thing and Jungle Fever, he'd become a media celebrity, intellectual force, and thorn in the side of white Hollywood. The combination of Lee's political stance, stylish use of camera and music, and business savvy made him an ambiguous figure. He'd speak fiercely about the bleak prospects of project teenagers, then make a Nike advert to sell them trainers at $80 a pop. Lee took Price's mythic story and mixed it with some of the ideas and style of Scorsese's Mean Streets, casting Harvey Keitel, making some of his characters almost saints, as Scorsese had done, lighting the bars red. He hired a newcomer, 27-year-old Malik Hassan Saeed, to be a cinematographer, and together they came up with a highly colored, high-contrast, sensuous look, full of what Lee calls Chinese angles, after the kung fu movies he loves. The photography was widely praised, and Hassan Saeed has recently been working on Stanley Kubrick's Tom Cruise Nicole Kidman film, Eyes Wide Shut.
Shit!
Terence Blanchard did the music, his fifth Spike Lee collaboration. Clockers only took $13 million in America, and I think that's because its first half is very loose, a mood piece rather than a story. The plot tightens after that. Lee has since made two quite preachy films, Get on the Bus and Four Little Girls, but this one is far richer, I think. Right from the moment we first see Strike, played by newcomer Mehdi Pfeiffer, walking out of the project like some Arthur Miller everyman, Lee seems to worship his character. Scorsese did too, of course, but his origins were working class, and his point of view were right down there amongst his subjects. Lee, the son of a jazz player and teacher, is more of a middle-class observer. There's a grandeur about Clockers and a lack of grit, which makes it flow like honey. And Keitel's interrogation scenes are as stylized as any ever filmed.
I want to see what you see. I disagree. I don't think I do look that fucking stupid.
Clockers has none of the controversy of Do the Right Thing, and many people argued that it didn't explain why some people are sinners in this world and others are saints. Why does Strike get caught up in it all? Where does his brother's saintliness come from? These questions are open. Lee is rattling the cages again. See what you think.